Oh my fucking god, what's going on today, guys? Haven't seen you motherfuckers in like a day or so. I know, yes! Nightmare RH is alive. Nightmare RH has not been abducted by aliens and they shoved weird shit up my ass. None of that stuff happened. Yesterday, or what the fuck is I don't remember. Today is Tuesday, or rather today was Tuesday. Sunday, this past weekend was just really fucking busy. Thought I would actually be back in my place like Sunday. It didn't turn out to be until like Monday and shit. Then not to mention Monday just really didn't feel like doing pretty much anything. Had to do a lot of fucking errands, did some shit on Runescape, and that's basically pretty much about it. I actually did watch a very interesting movie Monday night. It's called The Bay. I had to download it from iTunes for like $4, but it was worth it. Scared the shit out of me, and yeah, and that's about it. It's basically about mutated tapeworms or mutated ice. It's very fucked up. Like 3,000 people get infected and then they die, and it's not a good time. Oh, not a good time. But it was actually, the way the movie was made was actually pretty clever and interesting, because the movie is all done in camera angles, but it's not done as a POV from a single person's, well, I mean, there were people with camcorders, but it's basically done through, like, security cameras. It's set, it's the way they did the movie was very, very fucking clever. You can actually go and watch the previews on YouTube if you want to see what it's pretty much about. But otherwise, today I got more ink done to my fucking upper arm tattoo and shit. Came home and kind of passed the fuck out. Because normally when I get a lot of ink done, I don't know why, it just drains the shit out of me. Plus, it's about a 30-minute drive to my tattoo artist, so that also has to do with it as well. But anyways, yesterday I got Black Ops 2, woohoo! And I actually played some zombies, woohoo! Uploaded 2 videos on my main channel last night, basically me playing some zombie footage. So yeah, it's a fairly interesting game. Haven't played multiplayer just yet, but from what I've been seeing on Facebook statuses and shit like that, multiplayer is actually a pretty decent, it's a really, compared to Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 is so much fucking better. That's basically in everyone's opinion. Actually, the line at GameStop last night was fucking outrageous. It was huge. I actually went there at 6 o'clock and actually got my number ahead of time, so I actually got 45, but I think the highest number they had was in like maybe like 350. It was a humongous motherfucking line, humongous. But anyways, yeah. So those 2 videos are on my main channel. Going to be uploading a new video on my Runescape main fucking YouTube channel tonight as well. Basically talking about some of the new dungeoneering shit in general and stuff. Yeah, that's basically pretty much about it. Alright, but today we're going to be talking about cash on RuneScape. Not fucking USD, not IRL money, actually RuneScape GP. I know that I always have to say that because so many people refer to, fucking RuneScape GP as IRL money. It's fucking irritating and annoying, but that's just really how this game has become these days of darkness. So anyways, yeah, I have made, in the past, I'd say 6 days, about 25 mil on RuneScape. It's actually turning out to be pretty fucking good. The way I've actually been making money, my cash stack has now went from like 94 mil to like just around like close to being 120 mil, is I've been flipping items, crashing items. Any crashing items on this game you can easily make a fuck ton of money from. Probably most likely going to be making an updated merchanting guide on my main channel as well, maybe sometime later this week. But it's just, I really can't believe that I'm actually making a decent amount of money. Now, the last time that I really used merchanting, I got burned. Hard fucking core, like literally straight, well actually, let me look at the Grand Exchange really quickly. I haven't really been following Divine so much, but I ended up making a fuck ton of money. Yeah, a Divine literally crashed by like 100 mil. It's fucking, that's lovely. But anyways, I haven't really been following, divines and shit in general, spirit shields, because they're too far gone. To make money off divines, it's too big of it's too big of a fucking item. I got burned because I was flipping divines when they were rising, and you always get burned more if you flip rising items. And the reason why is because once a rising item hits its fucking peak, it's all downhill. So if you buy a divine, let's say if divines were 740, and you start flipping divines when they're rising naturally, you know, so you buy a divine for, like, let's say 750, you wait a day until it rises, and then sell it for like 755. You just made 5 mil by literally doing absolutely fucking nothing. Now let's say if you buy a divine for 785, hoping that they would reach 800 mil, like myself, and they kind of crash, you get fucked. And then you try selling a divine for 10 mil below, you know, 785, doesn't sell, you wait till it crashes some more, then you're like, you know what, fuck it, I might as well just keep the motherfucker, because I'm going to be losing like 40 mil on it. And, yeah. And to be perfectly honest, a divine has actually turned out to be somewhat of useful in the game. It just kind of fucking sucks, and I really don't like to think about it, that I could have sold my divine, lost 40 mil, made 40 mil back over time, and bought a divine right now for about 400 mil cheaper. Fuck you, Jagex! Fuck you! You're a bunch of goddamn cock knockers! That's what you motherfuckers are! You knock on my cocks all fucking day long! So anyways, yeah, that's really one of the shitty things about flipping rising items. Now, flipping a crashing item, it's actually somewhat a little more reliable. Because let's say if you have an item that is like 20 mil, and you're like, fuck it, the item is going down by like 500 to 1 mil every other day, I'm going to just put offers in the GE for about 4, maybe 3 mil below, you know, the med price, and if one sells, then you just, you know, fucking sell the item for like a mil above what you bought it for, and it's going to sell. Because what you're selling it for is 2 mil below the GE price. So, flipping crashing items are extremely more reliable because the item is already fucking crashing. The item has not reached the item already reached its fucking peak, so now it's kind of crashing. And the best thing about fucking flipping crashing items, and I have done this in the fucking past, if you guys remember when Dragon Defenders came out, I made a fuck ton of money when Dragon Defenders came out. Reason being is because DFSs were crashing. Because everyone was so fucking worried about a DFS being absolute shit. Even though a DFS, it's not really that bad of a shield. I mean, yeah, it doesn't give you the, you know, attack bonus, you know, the slash bonus like a Dragon Defender, but at the same time, it's really not that bad of a fucking shield. So anyways, DFSs were crashing, and I was flipping DFSs. I was making like fucking 700 to 1 mil per DFS that I would flip and shit. And then I remember I had 10 of them. And it was literally the day after the Dragon Defender came out, and I thought I was actually kind of fucked. And it turned out to being that people on this game started to realize, wait a second, a DFS and a Dragon Defender really isn't that far apart. I'm actually going to go and buy my DFS back. So what do you think happened to DFSs? They rose! And I ended up making a ridiculous amount off my fucking DFS. I think I ended up making like near like 2.5 mil per DFS. If you get lucky like that on this game, it's all about luck. You finding a crashing item, and then the crashing item is rising, and then you can fucking sell above the med price and make a fuck ton of money. So that's why crashing items on this game are really more reliable than rising items. Yeah, that's basically pretty much about it, and that's just something I really wanted to inform the Hooba Hooba Mosh Pit about. So, yeah, I'm not really sure if you guys are, you know, flipping items and stuff. I mean, EOC is going to be coming out regardless. Jagex has stated multiple times EOC is not going to basically be that different than the new combat. I mean, it is, but they're going to fucking start... Fuck you, screensaver. They're going to still incorporate special... You know, they're not getting rid... They're semi-getting rid of the special bar. They're keeping the AGS spec. They're keeping the Godsword spec. So that means, obviously, they're keeping fucking Dragon Claw's spec. And Jagex has fucking realized that they can't just remove the special bar that has been there for 10 fucking years. And, I mean, that's where they basically learned that, wait a second, if we remove this, it's going to basically fuck up the game even a little bit more. Not to mention, if you guys remember a video that I released, I think a week ago, or maybe not a week, maybe like 4 or 5 days ago, it was basically the results of the EOC survey. I was unaware of this, and actually a lot of you guys actually stated, in order to participate in the fucking poll, you actually had to complete the academy in EOC. So if you're like myself, and if you don't fucking go on the beta, if you don't do Evolution of Combat, then you would never answer in the poll. That's why the poll was so fucking biased. Because I was actually, you know, like 25% of people said, oh yeah, you know, we don't mind EOC. That's bullshit. That's fucking, I refuse to believe that 25% of people on this game really want this fucking update to happen. Because it blows my mind. You're talking... There has to be at least, I'd say, 3/4 to maybe 1 million active users. At least. So you're talking about 250,000 motherfuckers want this shit to happen? Bullshit. Absolutely bullshit. The amount of people that actually play the fucking retarded beta and, you know, the evolution of cocks and shit, it's not that many people. It really is not. Maybe, you know, a few tens of thousands of people. So 25% out of that number, ha! You know, it's funny. If Jagex actually took a poll for everyone on this game, it would be a lot different. So that's why one of the reasons why the poll, the survey and shit the other day was really towards, you know, Evolution of Combat, and people were saying, oh, you know, I don't really care if it happens and shit. Because I never saw the fucking poll, and right after I made that video, I tried looking for the poll, and then a lot of you guys wrote to me saying, hey, Nightmare, you know, fucking, you could only participate in the survey if you actually did the Academy in Evolution of Combat. Well, fuck that. I'm not wasting my goddamn time. Oh well, anyways, moving along now. Alright guys, but pretty much like I said, I'll be uploading a new Runescape video basically talking about some new updates in Dungeoneering and Evolution of Cox that basically Jagex has released. But otherwise, right now, I'll go to my email address. You have some happy hooba hooba questions from you motherfuckers. Ask how much happyhoo.com after me, you-hoos, because if you do, well, Evolution of Cox. They will do very, very naughty things to your bottles of Yoo-hoo. They will stick things in your bottle of Yoo-hoos that, well, don't belong there. Like fucking straws! I hate going to fucking... I hate using a straw. It makes me feel like I'm a fucking 2-year-old. There's no reason for a straw, goddammit. Okay, yes, now in drinks, like, you know, you buy like, you know, Subway or so, you know, the fountain drinks, straws, they're useful. But when the goddamn drink does not have the lid on it, there's no fucking reason for a straw. Especially in a goddamn Yoo-hoo bottle. First Hooba Hooba question. Doo-woo! Hey, Nightmare, my question is, will you ever get a quest cape someday? Question mark. Or is your name Shake Booty? Alright, Mr. Shake of the Booty. Of the Booty. Will I ever get a quest cape? It's actually looking... I mean, quest cape, maybe, possibly. I really don't know right now. I still have a lot of other shit I gotta fucking do for quests on my little Bungus account and other shit in general. But, over time, you never really know. But, guys, if you got anything for me, you can leave a nasty dirty little comment, and I'll see you happy motherfuckers tomorrow. Bye!